Understanding sexual assault and related legal matters. Today, I'm going through some information just generally about sexual assault and what your legal rights would be after experiencing this kind of criminal act. I'm Natalie Gary, the principal lawyer with Gary Law. I help injured people get the compensation that they deserve for their injuries. This is a difficult topic today, so please take care of yourself. And I have enclosed some resources below to get some more help if this topic is triggering for you and brings up strong emotions. It is important, though, that people who have experienced sexual assault are aware of their legal rights after this type of criminal act. So let's talk first of all, what is sexual assault? Sexual assault is defined under the Criminal Code of Canada as any unwanted sexual acts done by one person to another or any sexual activity without a person's consent or voluntary agreement. And this includes touching, kissing, and all the way to intercourse without consent. Some common situations where sexual assault can arise. I'm going to go through this list, but it's not an exhaustive list. It can obviously happen anywhere, but these are some areas where there have been lawsuits in relation to sexual assault that has occurred. So just so people are aware that these are situations where sexual assaults can occur. This is not a complete list of everywhere that sexual assault can occur, but these are some areas where sexual assaults have occurred and where lawsuits have been brought. So the first is sexual assault that occurs at school, and this can include any unwanted sexual behavior by teachers, staff, or other students. There is also sexual assault at work, and this involves inappropriate sexual conduct by colleagues, supervisors, or clients. Another area is sexual assault by the clergy or at church, and this involves unwanted sexual acts performed by religious leaders or clergy members. The other area where civil sexual assaults come up is sexual assault by coaches, and this includes inappropriate sexual behavior by sports coaches or trainers. The next area is nursing home sexual assault, and this involves sexual abuse or unwanted sexual acts by staff or other residents in a nursing home. Also, sexual assault on vacation, which can happen when traveling and often involves resort staff or other tourists or locals. In looking at the levels of sexual assault in the Criminal Code of Canada, there are 3, and level 1 is simple sexual assault under Section 271 of the Criminal Code, and this is any form of unwanted sexual touching, kissing, or intercourse. This level of sexual assault has a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. Level 2 sexual assault is sexual assault with a weapon or threats or causing bodily harm, and this is under Section 272. This includes sexual assault with a weapon, threats, or others, or causing physical harm, and the maximum penalty for this is 14 years in prison. The third level is aggravated sexual assault under Section 273 of the Criminal Code, and this involves sexual assault where there is serious injury, disfigurement, or danger to the victim's life, and the maximum penalty for this is life imprisonment. In looking at the types of sexual assault based on actions, there are various different types. So sexual assault with physical contact can involve rape or sexual relations with penetration. This involves penetration of the vulva or anus and using any body part, object, or oral penetration even. The other type is attempted rape, and this is where there is an attempt to penetrate without consent, and it also often involves sexual touching. The other type is sexual assault without physical contact, and this is more so sexual harassment. This is not always a criminal offense, but it can lead to criminal charges if it involves harassment in a sexual context. In terms of reporting and getting legal assistance, there is no time limit for reporting a sexual assault to the police. You can report an incident even if it happened years or decades ago. A sexual assault lawyer can help you navigate the civil process and seek justice. If you're pursuing the criminal process, there will be a Crown attorney who will be moving the case forward. That is not your lawyer, though, and I do have another video going into issues related to criminal reports of sexual assault, and that will be linked below. In looking at some of the common defenses in sexual assault cases, there are various defenses that are brought up. The first is identity. So this defense would be saying that the accused is not the person who committed the assault. Forensic evidence might be used then to confirm the identity of the perpetrator. Next is denial of sexual activities. The accused might claim that no sexual activity occurred. And then the lawyer is looking at gathering evidence to support or discredit this claim. So to discredit the denial of the sexual activity. The other defense that is often raised is that of consent. So the accused might say that yes, sexual contact occurred, but it was consensual. The court will look at factors here like intoxication, mental capacity, and age to determine if consent was possible, because a minor cannot consent, and also a person in a fiduciary relationship cannot consent. So there are specific circumstances where consent will not be a defense that's possible. So then moving from consent to mistaken consent. So the accused then may have believed that there was consent, but this belief does have to be based on reasonable factors. So it can't just be due to their own recklessness or willful blindness. They can't just say, well, I thought they were consenting. They have to take steps to ascertain if there is consent. In looking at the role of a sexual assault lawyer, an experienced lawyer in this area knows how to handle these sensitive cases and will look at doing things like attacking the credibility of the denials and gathering and presenting evidence. We'll look at navigating the legal system to seek justice for the victims or survivors. So if you or someone you know has been affected by sexual assault, it's important to seek legal help. Lawyers can assist with these types of claims, and most personal injury lawyers do offer a free consultation. I can be contacted at the information on the video, but really any lawyer can give a free consultation, and you do need to make sure you seek out legal advice if this has happened to you.